Whether you're getting a dog, traveling with a dog, or trying to move with your dog to the US, you're going to want to keep watching. As of August 1st, 2024, the Centers for Disease Control began enforcing new rules for importing dogs into the United States. So before you book your pooch a ticket, here's what you need to know. Step 1. Review their eligibility requirements. All dogs must now be at least 6 months old, have a rabies vaccination certified by the United States Department of Agriculture, and have an injected ISO microchip identifier. You'll need these no matter what country your dog travels from, and no exceptions are being made. Specific rabies certification documents will be required for dogs entering from countries with a high risk for rabies. Dogs entering the U.S. from any high-risk countries must also enter through one of just 6 approved ports of entry with nearby CDC-approved animal care facilities. Depending on what documents your dog enters with, they may need to serve a 28-day quarantine after arrival. Step 2. Gather the right documents. Needed documents are going to depend on whether your pet is traveling from a country with a low or high risk of rabies. For dogs entering from low-risk or rabies-free countries, the process is simple. All you need to provide customs is a CDC Dog Import Form and proof of rabies vaccination endorsed by a veterinarian. The CDC Dog Import Form is filled out entirely by the owner or importer and doesn't require a veterinarian to sign off. Dogs entering from one of the 113 countries considered to be high risk for rabies need the following: a CDC Dog Import Form with an identifying picture, certification of U.S.-issued rabies vaccination form, or certification of foreign rabies vaccination and microchip form, and a valid rabies serology titer to prove immunity. Other requirements may be necessary based on the presence of other diseases in the country of departure. Step 3. Veterinary health check and vaccines. Work with a veterinarian to ensure all necessary vaccines are up to date and health records are in order. Be aware that timing is often a factor. The qualifying rabies vaccine must have been administered after or at the same time as the ISO microchip, and at least 28 days before entry to the U.S., and airlines may require a veterinary health certificate issued within 10 days of departure. Rabies titer tests must also be completed at CDC-approved facilities within a set time frame. Step 4. Check travel requirements and make kennel reservations. If you are driving over from either Mexico or Canada, all you need is the CDC Dog Import Form, as both countries are considered to be low risk or free of canine rabies. If you are flying, international airline requirements are commonly in line with CDC rules, but may also exceed them, requiring additional vaccines. Not all airlines permit pets, and some will only allow dogs to travel as either cargo or with you in the cabin. For dogs traveling in cargo compartments, the crate materials and size must meet specific standards to ensure safe passage. Before booking, check airlines' specific requirements. To simplify the process, you also have the option of working with specialized pet transport companies. For pets traveling to one of the 6 CDC-approved facilities, listed on the CDC Dog Import Form, reservations for entry should be made at least 30 days in advance. Step 5. Arrival and final customs check. Present all required documents to customs officials at the airport, or make sure that all documents required by the CDC facility traveled with your dog. As long as you followed all the previous steps to ensure CDC compliance, customs processing should be smooth and painless, even from high-risk countries. From there, continue on home and spend time with your fur baby. Please remember, failure to meet proper entry requirements may result in additional quarantine or denial of entry, in which case, the pet will be shipped back to the country of departure. For an in-depth breakdown of the documents and processes we've reviewed, check out the USA Customs Clearance Guide to Importing a Dog. In it, you'll also find a breakdown of dog entry requirements by state, import processes for commercial dog imports, and a list of companies throughout the U.S. that assist with international pet travel arrangements. Find the link in the description. And remember, these requirements are in place to keep you and your pet safe and healthy. Until next time.